Welcome back to Need for Speed Heat, guys. So over the past couple of days, I have been getting bombarded over on Instagram with a bunch of questions from you guys asking what I think about Need for Speed and Toyota. So I thought I would make an entire video about it, give my thoughts on whether or not I think Toyota is going to be coming back for Need for Speed Heat. That is what we're gonna talk about in today's video. Now, before we get into this, two disclaimers. The first one, nothing in this video is confirmed yet. There is nothing official about Toyota coming back to this game. This video is just a bunch of things that we found on the internet that may lead us to believe Need for Speed Heat is getting Toyota or is not getting Toyota. You can make your own opinion up at the end of the video. And two, just a little reminder, our AR12 Black Friday deals begin tonight at midnight. So if you've been waiting to pick up one of these or one of these, now is going to be your best chance. It's going from tonight at midnight till Monday, so you've got plenty of time, but quantity is running out, so do not wait too long. If you want to pick up any of our awesome AR12 merch, there is a link down below. Anyways, so let's get into this. Need for Speed Heat and Toyota. What is going on? What do I think is going on? So now, before we do get into that, I think we need a little bit of a backstory just to get everybody up to speed. So last week, as you may have heard the big news, Toyota is coming back to Forza Horizon 4. That is what prompted all of these questions over on my Instagram. Now, we don't know what cars are coming back just yet for Forza Horizon 4. However, we've been told there's the Mark IV Supra. That is one confirmed car. It's probably the most recognizable Toyota of them all, if you ask me. However, we've also been told that Lexus and Scion will also be coming back for Forza Horizon 4 at some point in the future. Again, though, we don't know what car. Anyways, ever since last week, since Toyota got announced for Forza Horizon 4, my Instagram has been blowing up in the DMs, and that's where all of these questions have come from. However, when you guys are asking, is Toyota coming back for Need for Speed Heat, that isn't really the question that you're asking at the end of the day. So if that's not the question you're asking at the end of the day, then what is it? So for that, we have to go even further back in time and take a look at why Toyota isn't in games right now. So for those of you who don't know, Toyota has an exclusivity deal with Gran Turismo Sport or Japanese game publishers as a whole. Which one, we don't actually know. We also don't know the terms of those deals, whether it's for a certain amount of time or for some cars or anything like that. We will never know the terms of those deals. But you might be saying, whoa, 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 whoa! What about illegal street racing? And you would be right. Toyota did once make that infamous tweet that I think just about everybody has had a laugh at already. Basically, the long story short there was Toyota tweeted that we don't want to be in games with illegal street racing, which was the biggest lie I have ever heard in my life. Now, I mean, sure, there are brands that definitely go by rules kind of like that, Rolls-Royce usually being one of them, that these video games don't share our idealistic values. However, long story short, Toyota didn't really want to come out and say, yeah, we have an exclusive deal with Gran Turismo Sport. We sold our soul to Gran Turismo Sport / Japanese publishers. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. They didn't really want to say that because it sounds bad. So now the question you're really asking is, well, has Toyota's mindset changed? Have they gone, nah, we want to promote illegal... I can't even do it. So no, the question you're really asking isn't, is Toyota coming back for Need for Speed Heat? It's more like, has Toyota changed their mindset towards game publishers either not in Japan? Have they axed that exclusive deal with Gran Turismo Sport? Or, what I think most likely, did Forza pay out of pocket for a Toyota exclusivity breaking contract deal sort of thing? Now, if you ask me, I think it's that last one. I think Forza paid a buttload of money to Toyota / Gran Turismo Sport to be allowed to use their cars in Forza Horizon 4 and future Forza games to come. But you might be saying, well, why? Why do you say that? Well, it's not the first time that Forza has walked into somebody's office throwing money around. Forza actually did it way back in the day with none other than Need for Speed. A couple of years ago, actually, you may remember that EA had the exclusive license for Porsche. A couple of years ago, EA actually owned the exclusive rights to have Porsche in their video games, which means that no other game company out there at the time could have Porsche in their game without throwing EA a little bit of money. And Forza actually did that in the past. They went up to EA and they were like, let's do it. And they included Porsche in their games just as a paid DLC. Do I think that's what happened with Toyota and Forza? 100%. But what does it mean for Need for Speed? Well, some of you actually sent me over this very interesting picture from a game called Torque Drift. That is a mobile game. They've recently been promoting the fact that they have a Lexus RCF Formula Drift car now in their game. It actually happened at basically the exact same time that Toyota was announced for Forza Horizon 4. Lexus is a part of Toyota, and they were announced basically at the same time for this mobile game. And if I'm honest, I think that got a lot of people wondering what was going on with Toyota. Maybe they have had a change of mindset. Here's the thing with this Formula Drift car. It's technically not actually a Lexus. This car is technically a Formula Drift licensed custom car. These Formula Drift drivers go to so much length to modify and change up these cars. At the end of the day, they count as custom cars and don't really fall into their normal manufacturer brand at the end of the day. So although on the front and on the back of this thing, it may say Lexus, it kind of isn't. It's actually a similar thing that you may have seen in other games. For example, Project Cars. Project Cars actually has a Toyota GT86 in the game. However, it's not actually a Toyota. In the game, it's classified as a Rocket Bunny Special. That's what brand it falls under. It's the exact same thing for Forza Horizon 4 and their Toyota Arctic trucks, which fall under the Arctic Truck brand. That's how they get around that. And even somebody like Brad DeBerti, who has now gone out and built a performance truck, which is a big Toyota pickup truck, that would also fall under the DeBerti design brand instead of Toyota. At the end of the day, there are these custom cars that go away from their manufacturer like family and into the custom realm. That's how a lot of these games get around it. However, for this Torque Drift game, they've actually got a stock Lexus RCF in there. And if you ask me, I have no idea how they did it. I mean, maybe they did just walk into the Toyota offices throwing money around. Or maybe they kind of just snuck it in. One of the things about Torque Drift is they have a lot of these Formula Drift cars. For example, they have a Corvette that's a Formula Drift car, but they also have a regular Corvette. However, that regular Corvette doesn't actually say Corvette anywhere on it. It's like they took the version, the Formula Drift one, and removed everything and then sold it as a regular Corvette. However, it doesn't say it is. But this Lexus does, so I don't know if there was some funky deal with it. I don't know if they snuck it in. I don't know what they did, but props to them. That's kind of the tough thing with all of these deals going on. We will never know what they include, what the terms of them are. Anyways, all this to say is Toyota does probably have an exclusivity deal with Gran Turismo Sport / those Japanese car manufacturers. However, if you pay them enough, they will probably come to your game as well. So at the end of the day, what does that mean for Need for Speed? I think it means maybe. Maybe we could see Toyota and Need for Speed doing something. If Need for Speed values Toyota enough, they could very well do the same thing as Forza, walk into their offices and throw some money around. However, by the looks of it on Need for Speed's Twitter, I don't think that's something they're really interested in doing. And honestly, I can see where they're coming from. The fact that these car manufacturers have exclusivity deals really sucks, because who does it hurt at the end of the day? It hurts us. It really sucks that we can't drive around in some of our favorite cars in our favorite video games because of these exclusivity deals. I mean, I don't even understand it from a manufacturer perspective, because you're just sort of limiting your audience who's gonna see your car. So, long story short, will Need for Speed be getting Toyota anytime soon? I doubt it. Unless they walk into their offices, throw a bunch of money around, which I don't expect them to do. What are the terms of that Toyota and Gran Turismo Sport deal? We will never know. Maybe at some point these car manufacturers will change their mindset, but until then, there's nothing we can do. And with that, Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I will keep you guys updated with everything Need for Speed Heat and Toyota related. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget about our Black Friday deals in the store coming at midnight tonight. And I will see you guys soon. Some more Need for Speed Heat gameplay. See you guys then. Bye!